Welcome to the digital disaster. We're living in a time where we've got apps for everything, phones that do more than our brains, and social media platforms that let us share our most embarrassing moments with the world. It's chaos. We're all one accidental send away from a total catastrophe. I'm talking full-blown disaster here, folks. Like, we've all done it, right? We've sent a text to the wrong person, posted something we didn't mean to, or FaceTimed when we looked like we'd been through a tornado. I mean, let's be honest. Our phones are like little digital ticking time bombs. You never know when you're going to hit the wrong button and completely destroy your dignity in front of everyone. And let's not even get started on social media. We post one picture thinking we look fire, and then bam, you're getting a comment from your aunt asking if you've gained weight. Like, Aunt Linda, this isn't a family critique session. I just wanted to post a cute pic, not a therapy session. And don't even get me started on texting. Have you ever tried to text someone and just wanted to keep it simple? Like, hey, do you want to grab lunch? And before you know it, autocorrect turns it into, hey, do you want to grab a llama? What? A llama? Why would I want to grab a llama? And why is my phone suggesting that as a conversation starter? Honestly, I think my phone is trolling me at this point. It's like our phones have become this separate entity with a mind of their own. You're just living your life, minding your business, and then, ding, you've got 27 notifications. You think, all right, what's going on? Did my crush finally text me back? Nope. It's 27 emails about how your printer is still low on ink. Thanks, printer company. That's what I wanted to know during lunch. The other day, I was texting my friend and said, I'm so tired of work, I'm ready to quit. Next thing I know, I accidentally sent it to my boss. Yeah, nothing like accidentally sending your boss a text about quitting to really brighten their day. I immediately panic. I start typing, just kidding, but it's too late. It's already out there. And now my boss thinks I'm just biding my time before I ruin their entire life. Thanks, phone. Let's talk about accidental selfies. You're just trying to unlock your phone, but your thumb slips and bam, you've sent a selfie to your coworker with your eyes half closed, looking like you've just been hit by a bus. And they don't just leave it at that. No. They reply with, you good? No, I'm not good. I'm clearly not good. Look at the picture. You're not even sure if you want to delete it because, let's face it, the damage is already done. Social media is the worst for this. You ever post something and you think, oh, this is going to get tons of likes. I'm funny. Then you check it like 5 minutes later and crickets. Where's the love? Did everyone just forget you exist? And don't even try to delete it, because the second you do, it's like, oh, I see how it is. I'm just going to leave this embarrassing post up here for everyone to judge. But here's the worst part. Those autocorrect fails. Autocorrect has become a villain in our lives. You can be texting something completely normal like, I'll be there in 10 minutes. And your phone decides to change it to, I'll be there in 10 minions. What? Why? I don't want to show up and have the whole place think I'm bringing animated yellow creatures to dinner. It's the phone version of your mom deciding to send emojis when she's trying to text you. I'm so proud of you. Mom, stop. You're trying way too hard. Now let's talk about FaceTime. You ever get that accidental FaceTime call? You're sitting there looking like you just rolled out of a dumpster fire, hair wild, wearing your old pajamas, and bam, you see that FaceTime notification. Now you've got one of two choices. You answer it looking like a disaster, or you decline it and hope they don't call again. I swear, I've looked like I've been through an apocalypse on FaceTime. No makeup, no effort, just surviving. And I'm just praying they don't say, wow, you look different today. And that's the world we live in, folks. Every time we pick up our phone, we're taking a chance. A chance that we're either going to share the most embarrassing moment of our lives with our ex, or maybe we'll just send a text to our boss about quitting. Either way, we're one accidental click away from turning a normal day into a total digital disaster. So, stay alert, my friends. One wrong swipe, one bad autocorrect, and your dignity is gone forever. But hey, it's 2025. We're all in this together. And if we're going to embarrass ourselves on the internet, let's at least do it with some style. All right, let's talk about the true villain of the 21st century, autocorrect. You know, the feature that's supposed to make your life easier, but instead, it just leads to horror. I swear autocorrect is like that one friend who tries to help but makes everything 1,000 times worse. It's like it has a mind of its own. You think you're typing a normal sentence and then, boom, it changes it to something completely ridiculous. You ever try to ask your friend how their weekend was? Nice, simple, friendly question, but instead, autocorrect decides to turn it into, how was your weed can? Excuse me, what? Weed can? What is a weed can? And why is autocorrect making me look like I'm trying to talk about illicit substances? Now my friend's thinking, do I need to stage an intervention? Is this a cry for help? And I'm just sitting there, staring at my phone, hoping they don't respond with, yeah, you want to talk about it? I'm never allowed to text again after that. I just want to retire from texting at that point. It's over. The worst part is when you try to fix it and autocorrect doesn't let you. It's like it's doing its own thing, saying, no, we're not changing that. Weed can is now your new personality. Thanks, autocorrect, you've ruined my life. But then I hit send anyway because I'm too lazy to fix it. Now I'm the person who talks about weed cans in group chats, and my reputation is forever ruined. It's not just the weird stuff, though. Sometimes autocorrect changes perfectly normal words into things that are not quite normal. I was texting my mom the other day and told her, I'm feeling so tired, I need to take a nap. And autocorrect decided, nope, you're not tired, you need a napkin. I'm like, what? How does that even make sense? Why is my phone trying to tell me I'm in dire need of paper towels instead of sleep? I mean, maybe I did need a napkin, but I don't think that's what my mom needs to know right now. And let's talk about the love autocorrect has for random capitalizations. You ever type something and then, bam, it decides that hello needs to be hello? It's like my phone is suddenly screaming at me. Hello, I'm here to destroy your dignity. Please never text again. You can't just casually say, hey, I'm going to the store, without autocorrect turning it into a full-on announcement. Hey, I'm going to the store. Do you need anything? Calm down, phone. I'm not running for... All right, let's talk about the digital crack that is social media scrolling. Seriously, I don't think anyone is ever actually scrolling for just 5 minutes. You say to yourself, oh, I'm just going to check my Instagram for a second. And then, boom. 3 hours later, you're knee-deep in your cousin's wedding photos, questioning your life choices. You're no longer scrolling, you're in a scrolling trance, floating through an endless abyss of memes and influencers' perfect mornings, thinking, wait, when did I start following this person? And why am I emotionally invested in a stranger's avocado toast? You ever find yourself scrolling so long, you forget if you're on Instagram or your ex's Facebook page? You're like, wait a second, who is this girl posting pictures of her dog? Oh, wait, that's my ex's new girlfriend. Great. Suddenly you realize you've just spent the last half hour stalking someone who didn't even text you back. And you're like, this is definitely healthy. But somehow you're so deep into it, you're actually invested. You're looking for clues, like it's a detective mystery. Oh, look, she posted a picture of her dog. Oh, and now the dog's at a beach. What does this mean? Do they go to the beach together? Are they happy? You've gone from just checking Facebook to full-on crime scene investigator, and don't even get me started on those suggested for you pages. That's the digital equivalent of walking into a room full of random strangers talking to you about things you didn't ask for. Suddenly, Instagram is like, hey, here's a picture of a dude you don't know doing yoga on a cliff in Bali. Oh, and by the way, here's an article on the benefits of horseback riding on a beach at sunset. What? What am I supposed to do with that, Instagram? I didn't ask for this content, but now I'm looking at it like, wow, maybe I should try horseback riding on a beach. How do I get to Bali? It's like everything is a trap. You think you're going to scroll past one meme, but somehow you're 45 minutes deep in a rabbit hole watching the third video of someone making cake pops. Cake pops. You don't even know what these things are. It started as a cute meme of a cat wearing sunglasses, and now you're debating if you want to go on a road trip to Vermont just to get cake pops. How did we get here? What is happening to me? But here's the real problem with social media scrolling. It messes with your sense of time. You think you're scrolling for like 10 minutes, right? Just a quick scroll to catch up on your feed. Next thing you know, it's 3 a.m., your battery's at 2%, and you're holding your phone at a weird angle like it's a lifeline to the outside world. Why can't I stop? What is wrong with me? You get up to go to bed and you realize you haven't moved your legs in 90 minutes. You've developed a permanent hunch in your back from scrolling. You can feel it. You've scrolled yourself into bad posture, like an ancient human who just discovered the wheel. But it's a phone, and you know you've gone too far when you start recognizing the same posts over and over. You've seen the same meme 3 times in 1 hour. And you're like, yeah, that meme's funny, but it's not that funny anymore. You try to scroll past it, but somehow you can't. It's like your hand has a mind of its own. Come on, just move past it, you tell yourself. But no. You're stuck in this endless loop of memes. At this point, you can't even remember what the first thing you looked at was. Was it an ad for a mattress or a funny cat video? At this point, you don't know and you don't care. Now let's talk about those vague motivational posts. Every once in a while, you'll stumble across a post that's like, you are the architect of your own destiny. And you stop scrolling. You're like, okay, that's deep. But then, 2 scrolls later, you're watching a video of a hamster playing the piano. Somehow the hamster is more meaningful than that motivational quote. Maybe it's not a mistake that I ended up here after scrolling through random life advice. Maybe the hamster knows something I don't. Maybe the hamster is the true architect of destiny. And then there's the stories feature on social media. You're just trying to watch your friends' vacation photos, but the next thing you know, you've gone through 87 random strangers' stories. You start with your friend's trip to the Bahamas and end up watching some dude who's showing you his new socks and explaining how his shoes don't match. And you're like, why am I still watching this? I don't care about your socks. But somehow you're still watching. It's like the most useless content imaginable, but there you are. Like a train wreck you can't look away from. You know you've hit rock bottom when you catch yourself scrolling through comments. Like, you're not just looking at the post anymore. Now you're invested in the comment section. You're reading every fight, every argument, and you've somehow become the judge in this courtroom. Oh no, Karen, that's wrong. Let me explain why you're wrong in 200 characters. You're no longer a person. You're just a spectator in a social media circus. So I'm here to tell you folks, it's time to take control. But first, let me just scroll for 5 more minutes to check if my ex posted something interesting. I'm serious. 5 minutes. Promise. All right, let's talk about notifications. You ever have that moment when you check your phone and it's like you've opened the door to a room full of people screaming at you? Like, relax, people. Why does my phone need to be that needy? Every time I look at it, it's like a parade of apps going, hey, read me, I'm important. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to check the weather. It's like, hey, look at this group chat, 87 new messages. Look at your emails, 45 unread. Hey, a game update. Don't you want to know about this random sale at Target? It's like, chill. Can't a guy just breathe for a second? I'm just trying to get through the day without feeling like I'm being attacked by a million little red dots. Every time I unlock my phone, it's like, surprise, you're a social outcast who hasn't responded to 47 texts, 10 emails, and 15 calendar reminders. I didn't ask for this. I just wanted to see if I should bring a jacket. But the best part is, you don't even know where to start. It's like being handed a to-do list that's written in a foreign language. You open your messages, and it's like, who are all these people? Why is my mom texting me at 2 a.m.? And why are all my group chats talking about pizza again? Why is everyone so invested in pizza right now? It's just cheese and dough, calm down. My phone's like, read it, it's important. Yeah, okay, sure, Karen. I'm just trying to figure out why notifications are now the loudest people in my life. And then there's the group chats. Oh God, the group chats. Why is every group chat an emergency? Why do people act like the world is ending because someone forgot to reply to a text about brunch plans from 2 weeks ago? There's always that one friend who messages, hello? Is this thing on? Why isn't anyone answering? And suddenly, you're the bad guy for not checking your phone every 5 minutes. Like, can we chill? I'm not on call 24/7. But here's the kicker. Those notifications you don't even ask for. Your phone's like, guess what? A new update for your app. Oh, really? Does anyone actually care about updates? Hey, the 99th update for Angry Birds is available, and it's going to change your life forever. It's like, do I really need this? Do I need a new version of Angry Birds in my life? And if I don't update, am I missing out on the most important feature of the year? No, I don't need your notifications. And then you get the reminders. Your calendar's like, reminder, you have a dentist appointment in 6 months. Why are you reminding me about this already? I haven't even thought about brushing my teeth today, let alone a dentist appointment in half a year. I don't need 47 different notifications about things that are months away. I'm not even sure if I still have that appointment, and I'm not even sure I want to go. But every time I swipe away that notification, it's like a little part of my soul just died. Thank you, calendar, for reminding me of my impending doom in 6 months. And you can't escape it. You can turn off all the notifications, but guess what? It doesn't work. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a broken leg. You'll turn off the red dot for Facebook and then, bam, here comes Instagram. Hey, we have 35 new notifications for you. You better check now. And it's not just social media, right? Oh no, the real issue is all the work emails. You can't even escape work at home. Your boss is now emailing you at midnight with the subject line, urgent. I'm sorry, is this a work emergency at midnight? I didn't even know I had a job at midnight. And speaking of emails, there's always that one email that looks important, but when you open it, it's just a marketing email. Get 50% off on luxury bathrobes. Okay, thank you for this urgent information I didn't ask for. You ever get a notification for something and go, oh wow, this looks important. And then you click on it, and it's some spam email that's trying to sell you a 10% off your next pizza order? No, phone. I don't need your help in ruining my life. At some point, I feel like my phone is just trolling me. It's like, I'm gonna send you a notification about your ex just to see how you react. I'm gonna throw in an email about a 70% off sale on sunglasses, even though it's December and you live in Minnesota. And then the pop-up ads, like, wait, what do you mean? Want to win $1 million? Really? Really, phone? Are you trying to get me to click this knowing full well I can't win $1 million and it's just going to sign me up for 40 more spam emails? And let's talk about that little red bubble, right? The one with the number that's too big to ignore. You open your phone and it's like, hey, look, you have 47 emails. And you're like, why is my phone so aggressive? I get it. 47 emails are not important enough to read. I don't need to know about new promotional offers from companies I've never heard of. Let me live without the constant reminder that I'm missing out on free shipping. And it never ends. You can swipe, delete, and mute all you want, but the notifications are still going to find a way to sneak up on you. I swear, notifications are like that clingy friend who just won't let you breathe. Hey, you didn't answer me. What about this? You like this one, right? It's just relentless. It's madness, guys. I'm about ready to throw my phone into a lake. But then, I'd get a notification about how I didn't turn off my phone, and then I'd have 47 more notifications to deal with. You can't win, man. You can't win. All right, let's talk about those mysterious phone updates. You know the ones. You're just minding your business, living your life, and then, boom, your phone tells you it's time for an update. But what's weird is, you don't even ask for it. It's like the phone's a teenager, deciding when it wants to get its act together. Hey, I'm gonna need you to reboot the entire system, make everything look different, and then leave you wondering where all your apps went. Have fun. Why do we need these updates? What's so wrong with the phone I already have? I was perfectly happy with the way it worked. I was sending texts, scrolling through memes, watching videos. Everything was smooth. And then suddenly it says, time to update, and you're like, oh, okay, sure, I trust you, phone. You know what's best. And then after the update, you're left standing there, confused and lost, like you've just entered a foreign country with no map. You ever get the feeling your phone updates just to mess with you? Like, it was perfectly fine before, and now it's like it has a whole new personality. The phone update comes in, and it feels like your phone just graduated from a university where it learned nothing helpful. Suddenly, everything is different. Apps are in weird places, things have new names, and you're trying to find the home button like it's a treasure hunt. Remember when the home button was a thing? You could press it, and you'd be back to safety. Like a warm hug. Now, with the update, you're like, okay, what happened to my home button? What is this? Am I supposed to swipe up or tap it or... Oh, it's gone? Great. It's like my phone is trying to teach me life lessons I never asked for. Hey, remember that thing you were good at? Yeah, forget that. This is the new way. And you're sitting there like, why am I playing this game of hide and seek with the basic functions of my phone? And don't even get me started on the notifications. Before the update, the notifications were nice and simple, just a little number, a little icon. Now, it's like I'm being haunted by notifications. A bunch of random symbols pop up and you have no idea what they mean. It's like I'm playing a video game and I'm stuck on the tutorial level that I never asked for. Is this my phone or an alien spaceship now? I don't know what this button does, but it feels like I'm about to launch a missile. What about the apps? You open one app and suddenly it looks like it's on a 10-year mission to change the entire interface. Oh, you want to check your email? Well, we're going to need you to relearn the entire app again, just so you can check that one email you've been waiting on for 3 days. And why is it that all the apps have their own idea of what an update should look like? Every single app is trying to flex its new look, but none of them agree on what looks good. Should we put the buttons at the bottom? No, let's put them at the top. Or better yet, let's make them completely invisible until you click in the wrong place. I swear, after each update, I feel like I need a whole new degree in phone operation. I used to be a master at this thing. Now I'm just a lost child who needs an adult to hold my hand. You ever try to figure out a setting after an update and just go, "This was not in the manual, was it?" Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm like, is this a calculator, a compass, a weather app? No, wait. This is the Notes app. Why does it have a compass? And let's not forget the feature overload. The update always brings some new feature, and you're expected to care about it. We've introduced new emojis. Okay, great. But I don't need a dancing pickle to explain how I feel. Thank you very much. Now your phone has AR filters. Yeah, awesome. But when did I ask for a filter that turns me into a potato? What kind of future are we living in? And then you realize you have to learn to use these new features. There's a whole new learning curve. It's like you've just enrolled in an online course. How to get through the latest phone update without losing your mind. And you know what's even worse? When you try to Google how to fix this thing and end up on a Reddit thread full of people just as confused as you are, you're like, I thought I was the only one going crazy. But no. Apparently, we're all in this together, trying to figure out why your phone now has a built-in meditation app and how to use it to calm down after an hour of frustration. The best part is, after all the stress and confusion, you finally get everything back to normal, only for another update to pop up a few days later. Hey, guess what? Time for another round of chaos. It's like they're addicted to keeping us on our toes. At this point, my phone's an unpredictable roommate. Sometimes it's helpful, and sometimes it's just there to mess with me. So yeah, the next time your phone tells you it's time for an update, just remember, you're not alone. We're all just out here trying to survive this digital roller coaster together. And maybe, just maybe, after the next update, we'll finally get a phone that does exactly what we want until the next one comes along. All right, let's talk about these app subscription scams. Have you noticed how every app now has a premium version? They hook you in with a free trial, and suddenly you're getting charged $10 a month for an app that literally does the same thing as the free version. It's like the moment you click download, it's like you've signed your soul away to the tech gods for the next 12 months. So I downloaded this meditation app, right? Trying to find some inner peace, get my zen on. I thought, hey, this will help me relax after a long day of pretending to be productive. But no. What I didn't realize is that I was about to be signed up for a membership to a cult of calmness. For $10 a month. And what do I get? A voice that tells me to breathe and relax. That's it. I'm paying $10 a month for a person to remind me how to breathe. Something I've been doing since birth. I could have just stayed in my living room and said, breathe in, breathe out, for free. Why do I need an app for that? Imagine paying $10 for someone to stand next to you and say, just breathe. Now relax, now stop stressing about your unpaid bills and global warming. Just breathe. You're like, I can't breathe because I'm thinking about my credit card bill, but thanks for the tip, Karen. And it's not just meditation apps, right? Every app out there is like, for just $9.99 a month, you can unlock the full experience of what we're already giving you for free. Okay, what's the full experience? Well, now we'll just remove the annoying ads that you've been ignoring for 6 months. So you're telling me the full experience is a world where I don't have to listen to that awkward pause before the ad plays? That's a steal. For just $10 a month, I get to keep my sanity in check while I scroll through the exact same content I was already scrolling through before. Incredible. And then they hit you with the family plan. Oh, great. Now I'm getting charged $30 a month for an app that gives me a free daily quote, and my mom and brother can now share in the misery of my financial decisions, because nothing says family bonding like sharing overpriced apps for virtual stickers and a daily horoscope telling me I'll find love and money, both of which are not coming from this app, I can assure you. And these subscription apps get sneaky with it. They're like, get the first 7 days free. It's like when you go to a store and they give you a free sample of their cookies, and you're like, I love these cookies. But then you realize the store was just getting you hooked so you could spend your life savings on their overpriced tiny boxes of cookies that are literally just sugar and disappointment. But by that time, you've already bought 17 boxes and you're like, why did I do this? And you know what else? They make canceling your subscription like trying to break up with someone who won't take the hint. You try to unsubscribe and suddenly you're hit with 5 pages of questions like, are you sure you don't want to downgrade to the basic plan? And would you like to talk to an agent about why you're making this mistake? No, Karen, I don't want to talk about it. I just want to stop giving you $10 a month for the privilege of hearing a voice tell me to relax when I can't afford to relax because I'm paying for this app. And let's not even get started on the apps that give you a subscription for a free trial, and then forget to tell you that it'll charge you every month forever unless you cancel within 3 days. Yeah, good luck with that. You're halfway through a Netflix binge, your phone's on low battery, and you don't notice the free trial charge coming through. Now, a week later, you've been paying for an app that gave you a 30-second motivational video. Once. Now, you're like, I don't even remember what I signed up for. And when you check your bank account, you find out you've spent $50 on a bunch of wellness apps, but your soul's still not at peace. You can't even afford to go to a yoga class anymore, but hey, at least you've unlocked the advanced breathing techniques section of the meditation app. Great trade-off. So now you're stuck in a loop, right? You unsubscribe, but then another app catches your eye, and the whole cycle starts again. You're like, this time I'm going to be smart. I'll try it for free for a month. Spoiler alert. You're already paying for 3 other apps that promise they'll teach you how to properly breathe, and you still don't know how to get off the couch. The worst part? You can't even leave a review. It's like a scam within a scam. You're like, this app is useless. But all you can do is scroll through 50 glowing 5-star reviews that say things like, this changed my life. Meanwhile, you're just trying to remember the last time your bank account wasn't in a coma. In conclusion, I've just figured out the best thing to do. Unsubscribe, delete every app, and just go for a walk. You know, to breathe. Like, with my own lungs. For free. Alright, let's talk about the accidental post disaster. You ever have that moment when you're trying to send something to a friend and you hit post instead of send? Suddenly, you've just committed the social media equivalent of setting your house on fire. You didn't mean to do it, but here you are, trying to put out the flames while everyone watches. So the other day, I meant to send this hilarious meme to my friend, right? You know the one, classic, hilarious, just the right amount of sarcasm and absurdity. I was laughing out loud. I thought, man, this is going to get a good reaction. I get all set up. I open the meme, hit the share button, and in that moment of absolute confidence, I do the unthinkable. I accidentally post it to my mom's Facebook wall. Yeah, you know that feeling when your heart drops into your stomach like it's auditioning for a role in a horror movie? That was me, right there. I've just posted a meme of a cat doing something that is, let's just say, not appropriate for a family-friendly Facebook feed. I mean, my mom's Facebook is full of inspirational quotes, pictures of sunsets, and a whole lot of happy birthday posts. Now, it's got a cat meme that's definitely going to make her wonder about my life choices. And the worst part? You know she saw it. You just know it. She's got that Facebook notification on her phone that says, your son posted on your wall. My heart's beating in my throat, and I'm like, no. What do I do? Do I delete it? Do I try to play it cool? Nope. She's already seen it. That's the reality of the internet. Once it's out there, it's like your embarrassing high school yearbook photo. It's not going away. So now I'm panicking. I try to play it off. I'm like, Mom, don't worry, it's just a joke. It's just internet humor, you wouldn't get it. But she's already judging me. She comments with a sad emoji. The sad emoji. You know it's serious when Mom doesn't even know how to use emojis properly, and she sends one that just says, I don't understand this, but I'm disappointed. Thanks, Mom. I start texting my friend, trying to figure out how to undo this disaster. How do I delete something from my mom's wall? Is there a get out of jail free card for this? But nope. The post is up, and it's sitting there just chilling, like a monument to my online incompetence. And my mom, of course, calls me immediately. It's like the universe knows that this moment is the moment. Hey, sweetie, I saw your post. Is this really the kind of thing you find funny? Oof. Now I've got to explain a meme that I didn't even understand fully. I'm like, no, Mom. It's just a meme. You know, on the internet, people share these things that are funny. I sound like a 12-year-old trying to explain why they've been grounded. She's not having it. Well, I'm just saying, that's not the kind of thing we post on Facebook. You're better than that, honey. You should be sharing positive, uplifting things. Positive and uplifting? Mom, I just got roasted by a cat with sunglasses and a sassy attitude. That's what the internet is all about. Do I need to start sending you inspirational quotes like live, laugh, love to make up for the internet meme I just introduced to the family? Now I'm sitting here thinking, how do I recover from this? So I try to make it worse by posting a second meme to show her that I'm in on the joke. I go with the classic dog meme. Cute, funny, definitely safe. But it's too late. I'm already the bad influence in her eyes. Now I'm the one who's being rebellious with my social media. And what makes this even worse is that this whole thing isn't just contained to my mom. Oh no. I've got uncles, aunts, second cousins, and that one creepy neighbor who keeps sending me friend requests and commenting on everything I do. And now I'm thinking, oh great, my entire family has just seen this meme, and they're all silently judging me at every family reunion. You know the kind of judgment I'm talking about? The kind where they don't say anything, but you can tell they're thinking, yeah, he posted that on his mom's wall. So now, every time I see my mom on Facebook, I have to mentally prepare myself. I don't know what new disaster I'll accidentally create next. Maybe I'll accidentally like a political post I didn't mean to. Maybe I'll comment on something that's just not funny. Who knows? In conclusion, if you're ever in doubt, just text your friends the meme. Don't post it to your mom's Facebook. Trust me, she'll judge your sense of humor, your life choices, and probably your future employment prospects all in one comment. That's the power of Facebook moms. Just be careful with your accidental posts, people, or, at least make sure you're not posting anything that will get you grounded for life. All right, let's talk about the likes and comments obsession. You know exactly what I'm talking about. We've all been there. You're scrolling through your feed, posting something, and then you hit refresh like you're waiting for a lottery ticket to be cashed in. Come on, just one more like, just one more comment. And every time you see that little red heart or the notification bell light up, your self-esteem takes a little leap, right? We all know it, right? Your self-worth goes up every time you get a like. It's like, oh yeah, I'm important. People like my food pictures. I'm basically a celebrity now. I swear, the dopamine hit you get from a single is like a shot of espresso straight to the soul. You're like, Who cares about the gym? I'm getting likes on a photo of a sandwich. But then, bam, the unthinkable happens. You get a like from your aunt. You know the one. The one who's the first person to comment on everything. The one who types "good job" on every single post, even if you're just posting a picture of your shoe. Like, "Auntie, I didn't just graduate from MIT. I just showed a picture of my lunch." Suddenly, your self-worth comes crashing down like a house of cards. You were feeling like the next Kardashian, and now you're just a person who posts about her latest attempt at cooking spaghetti and gets a comment from someone who thinks "good job" is the highest form of praise. Thanks, Aunt Karen. I did manage to not burn it this time, but I was really hoping for more than a thumbs up emoji. It's like, how do you respond to that? Oh, thanks, Aunt Karen. I know, right? It took me 15 minutes to microwave this frozen meal. Your encouragement really means a lot. And don't even get me started on the comments. Oh, the comments. Everyone's out here looking for validation in the form of words. If someone writes something like, "That looks amazing," you're like, "Wow, thank you, I feel seen." But when you get a comment like "nice," you're left questioning your entire existence. Like, is that it? Nice? Is that all you've got for me, Karen? You've just reduced my epic vacation photo to a simple "and nice." And then there's the follow game. We've all been there, right? You see someone posted something so bomb, you're like, "Okay, I'm definitely following them." You hit the follow button, and you're waiting for that sweet confirmation like it's some kind of relationship proposal. "Please follow me back, please. I need your validation to survive." But what happens when you hit follow and you get absolutely nothing back? It's like going on a date and then realizing you've been ghosted. Wait, we were supposed to be mutuals. We had a connection. You followed my dog's Instagram, but you won't follow me? It's like you've just committed the worst social faux pas of the 21st century. And now you're stalking their feed like a detective thinking, "What am I doing wrong? Why don't they want to follow me? Am I not posting enough pictures of my food? Should I be posting more inspirational quotes?" I mean, if you're not posting a picture of your avocado toast with the perfect lighting, what are you even doing? But hey, let's be honest here. It's not just about getting likes and comments. It's about the right likes. Like, who liked it? You get that one notification, and it's from your ex, and you're like, "Oh, we're doing this again?" It's like a sudden flashback to when you two shared a Netflix account, and now you're wondering if he's thinking about rekindling things based on the fact that he liked a picture of your dog wearing sunglasses. I see you, Greg. Nice try, but we're not going back to those days. And let's talk about the people who overuse the like button. You post something, and you get that one friend who's liking every single picture you post. You're like, "Oh, so now I'm your Instagram project. You're liking all 73 of my photos from 2017, huh?" It's like, "Okay, Janice, I didn't know we were doing this like everything marathon, but I appreciate the effort, I guess." And then, of course, there's the comment squad. You know the ones, the people who feel the need to comment on every single post as if they're the head of a fan club. It's like, "Yes, thank you for saying beautiful pic every time I post a photo of me and my cat, but this isn't the Academy Awards. I just woke up and put on some pants. Let's keep it real." In conclusion, we've all become obsessed with these little digital signals of approval. But we need to remember, it's not about the likes, the follows, or the comments. It's about the fact that we're all living in a digital world where a like from your aunt can make you feel like you've made it. Keep chasing those likes, my friends, but don't let them define you. Because at the end of the day, Aunt Karen's "good job" is still better than nothing. All right, let's talk about the dreaded "I thought I was on mute" moment. You know that feeling when you're in the middle of a Zoom call, everything seems fine, and then suddenly you hear your own voice yelling at your dog, blasting through the speakers? Yeah, that moment. It's like you're living a nightmare you didn't sign up for. You think you're on mute, you're trying to be professional, and then bam, out of nowhere, you're yelling, "Milo, stop eating my shoes. Why are you eating my shoes right now?" And then you freeze. The people on the call, they all freeze. There's that silence, that terrifying, soul-crushing silence, and you're sitting there, heart pounding, realizing everyone just heard you lose your mind over a pair of sneakers. And the worst part? Your dog, Milo, is living his best life right now. He's wagging his tail like, "Yeah, that's right, everybody heard me. I'm the real star of this meeting now." Meanwhile, you're just sitting there in your chair, hoping the ground will swallow you whole. Milo's chewing your $200 sneakers like he's on a reality TV show, and you're the one who's about to get voted off. But wait, it doesn't stop there. Everyone on the call is just too polite to tell you that they heard you. They pretend like nothing happened. You get that awkward. So anyway, moving on. And you know that they're all thinking, did we just hear her yell at her dog in the middle of the quarterly report? You've just become the highlight of the meeting. Oh yeah, we were discussing the new sales targets, but then Karen lost it on Milo. Classic. And the more you try to cover it up, the worse it gets. You say, "Sorry, I was just talking to the dog," and the awkwardness just amplifies. It's like no one really knows how to respond. Are they supposed to pretend it didn't happen? Are they going to ask about the dog? Are they secretly judging your parenting skills? And then there's that one guy on the call who's like, "Oh, I have a dog too. What's his name?" And now you're just sinking deeper. You try to keep the conversation going, but all that comes out is, his name is Milo. He's really good at ruining my stuff. And don't get me started on the times you forget you're on mute and you're venting to yourself about how much you hate this Zoom meeting. You think you're being all sneaky like, "Ugh, I can't believe I'm stuck on this call again." Seriously, are they talking about sales again? No one cares. And then you hear the response, "Yeah, we can hear you, Karen." Oh no. You realize you've been roasting your whole team for the last 30 seconds, but it's not just Zoom. Oh no, we're living in the age of Instagram lives, Facebook lives, TikTok, you name it. One time I was doing a live video and I was feeling great. I was vibing, giving some motivational speech, doing my thing, when my phone started glitching. Next thing I know, my mic's on, and I'm loudly yelling at my mom for walking into my room without knocking. "Mom, why did you walk in here? I'm trying to be a content creator." And that's how I learned that 500 people on Instagram just saw me lose my cool over an accidental door open. You think you're keeping it cool just talking to your phone, and then suddenly you're sharing your real emotions with the world. You're not even yelling at a dog anymore. You're yelling at your mom. And now 500 strangers think you have a really dysfunctional relationship with your family. Oh, look at that. Karen's got issues with her dog and her mom. Let's all follow her and see where this goes. But really, this is what I've learned. The real takeaway here is that we all have those moments. The "I thought I was on mute" moments. We all have those times where we accidentally give the world a glimpse into our chaotic, unfiltered lives. And I'm here to tell you, it's okay. We've all been there. Just don't do it in front of your boss during an important presentation. Because once you're that person who yelled at their dog on a Zoom call, well, let's just say Milo's career as a meeting star is going to be a hard one to top. And remember, the next time you're on a video call, maybe just double check that mute button. It's a small button, but it can save you from a world of embarrassment or a dog whose ego has grown 10 times bigger than your own. All right, we've covered everything. The autocorrect disasters, the FaceTime fails, the accidental posts, the endless scrolling. But let's be real, folks. This is the real truth. We love these fails. We live for them. Like seriously, deep down, we know these phone, app, and social media disasters are the spice of life. If we didn't mess up, what would we have to laugh at? I mean, have you ever posted something, deleted it, and then posted it again? Not because it's good, but because you really just need people to see it? You're not even sure why. You just need that validation, even if it's your aunt commenting, "Good job," on your meme about pizza. It's pathetic, but it's beautiful. And when we get it, it's like winning the lottery. A like from someone you haven't spoken to since high school? Oh yeah, that's a win. A comment from your mom that says, "Ha ha ha, funny." You might as well be a viral star. And let's talk about those moments when your phone crashes for no reason. You're sitting there and your phone goes, "Nah, I'm done." You try everything. Turn it off, turn it back on, restart it, throw it in a bag of rice like that's gonna do anything. But it's over. And the worst part is, you don't even panic anymore. You've been through it all. Your apps will come back when they feel like it. We've become desensitized to technology. It's like, oh, cool, my phone's dead. Guess I'll just read a book or something. Oh, wait, no, I can't. I left my book on my other phone. But here's the real kicker. At the end of the day, we all know we're going to do it again. The next FaceTime fail, I'll be there. The next accidental post, you bet. We all say, "I'll never do it again." But deep down, we know we're addicted. We're all just waiting for the next "I thought I was on mute" moment, or the next time we accidentally type "weed can was" instead of "weekend was." And do we learn? No. Are we going to be better next time? Absolutely not. I mean, we're in a world now where autocorrect has become our uninvited second brain. It's like, I wanted to say brunch with friends and you turned it into punch with friends. Okay, now that's awkward. Like, who needs a therapist when you've got autocorrect making your life a constant series of embarrassing revelations? But hey, that's what makes it fun. We all laugh it off, even if it's at our own expense. It's like a little secret club of failed tech moments. Everyone else gets it. Oh yeah, I've sent the wrong text to the wrong person. Oh yeah, my phone's done that random update and now I have no idea where my contacts went. We all feel the pain together. At the end of the day, we embrace the fails. We celebrate them. Because honestly, if you didn't have these moments, what would you talk about? Would you talk about how perfectly your Instagram was curated or how seamless your FaceTime call went? No way. You'd just be a robot. No one cares about your perfect feed or flawless video calls. We want the chaos, the mess, the humanity. And that's what makes social media and technology the greatest disaster and the greatest comedy of our lives. So here's to all of us, continuing to make the same mistakes. Here's to sending the wrong memes to the wrong people, thinking we're on mute when we're not, and scrolling for hours like we're being held hostage by our own phones. And you know what? We love it. We'll never learn. We'll just keep doing it because without these fails, what else would we be doing? Probably reading a book. But who has time for that when you can laugh at yourself, right? Thanks for laughing through the chaos with me, guys. See you next time, unless my phone crashes again. In which case, I'll see you in 2 days when it finally reboots. Keep the fails coming.